Okay.
I can't breathe. Why would you do that? How could you? Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're starting. It's. I'm crying. We have to start it now.
Oh my god, I'm like fully crying. Why would you do this to me? Oh, wow.
Clip it.
Oh my god. This better get views and I better not get canceled.
Oh, man.
That shit was funny. Oh, that kind of hurt.
That was aggressive. All right.
What a terrible time to start.
You're
Or
just-
an amazing time. This is going to make us famous or infamous. Or
nothing.
no
And
one's
then
going to
just
care at
the
all.
few people that see are gonna be
Oh.
like, what are you guys doing?
Oh.
Oh,
So I was at the zoo this weekend.
how did that? I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Oh my goodness. The zoo. The zoo was fun. It was an absolute shit show. So we decided, let's not only go on a long weekend, but let's go on the Monday. And let's not only go on a long weekend Monday, but let's go at like 1 o'clock. Poor choice.
Ooh.
Very poor choice.
Yeah,
we
that's
had
not
to
a good
stalk
idea.
people for like 10, 15 minutes to even find a space to park.
Yep.
And like
Oh, that's terrible.
the space to park was
It's huge.
at the exit. Like,
Was it-
I parked
you know,
like
there's across the street. There's more parking. Sometimes maybe you missed that lot.
no, we were still like in the primary-ish
Yeah.
lot, like the main area, but like you know how there's like 2 rows to like exit,
Yeah.
and there's the one that's closest to the actual like we were seconds
Okay.
from the exit, like following people to leave. People were parked up on fucking hills and shit. It was a mess.
Does Ella even appreciate how sick the zoo is?
She does now. She's starting to like make animal noises, and like she knows she'll go through her books and shit, and she'll like there's three animals that she's super into, and she'll skip past all the other pages. So an elephant, for whatever reason, because she does like that noise every time she sees an elephant page. She's just like, or like her toy elephants or something. Cows. None of those first 2 things aren't at the zoo, anyways.
Oh, what a shame.
I know
Elephants
they got
were
rid of the
sick.
elephants. Yeah, cows. So she just goes like instead of moo. That's her moo. And then penguin, which the penguin exhibit was closed. Like the whole thing was closed. We couldn't even get close to it, which was a shame. Because she'll do like a waddle thing whenever she flips to the penguin page. But anyways, we saw like the gorillas were popping.
What sounds did they make?
I couldn't do this loud enough to make it.
I'm
make
just
it.
trying to get you to do more and more sounds.
No,
'Cause
I'm
I have
not.
this clip in mind.
You're just gonna
It's just
combine
gonna
them
be
all.
the
Oh, stop. God. No, it was a good time. It was an absolute gong show. It was just tough to like get in and see anything. I didn't know I didn't know you could access the like hospital. Like the little there's like an animal hospital like emergency room back there,
Really?
and you could go into it and like see like the labs and the x-ray
Oh, I
room
didn't know
and the
that.
operating room. Yeah, apparently it's a little like little hidden secret for the moms, because it's the only place that no one goes and is quiet and is air conditioned like really nicely at all times. So if you want to like, do you know where there's like this little like greenhouse kind of in the I think it's in the like the Arctic area kind of deal, somewhere back up in that
North?
corner. Yeah, when you go north, when you first get in there.
Is it north?
You know, like the long
Yeah.
path to Africa, like that cuts across like the 2 parts.
Yeah.
So it's at the top of that somewhere in that
Yeah,
area. Anyways, it's
Okay.
like just this like
no,
little
that's
hidden
right.
place.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then you could see, and there was thankfully nothing happening, but apparently we just missed a tiger that had an emergency surgery. But like you could see that shit happening. But like no one
You
goes
watch
there.
the surgery happen?
Yeah,
No.
I think so. Yeah.
There's glass everywhere?
Yeah, the whole wall is just like you walk in, it's just like a wall of glass, and there's rooms, and one's like an X-ray room, one's an operating room, and then the other one is like a lab where like the people like technicians do their shit.
Imagine a lion waking up from surgery.
Yeah.
It's like, what just happened? Oh, I feel so groggy.
Yeah.
Walking around, just like, whoa.
You're just chilling. We saw lions, the gorillas, fish stuff, hippos.
The gorillas are pretty cool. Eh?
Yeah.
The bears.
The gorillas were like moving too. They were like they were in the outside one where they've got this big like hanging drum and they're just like running like punch the fucking drum and they're like,
yeah.
That was.
Did you see the orangutan? Orangutan? Is that how you say it? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, what a
I've seen it
trip.
before. I don't
You see the video I posted way back of it cleaning?
No.
Like, so there's the windows there, and they had it like a what are they called, squeegee?
Mm-hmm.
And it had a bucket, so dip it in water, clean, like do a streak, and then just sit there and do that over and over while it's staring at us.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Free labor.
Yeah, exactly.
Literal slave labor, perhaps. Weird.
They're pretty smart, I think. Yeah.
So that was cool.
The zoo's awesome.
Yeah.
I think you can't go when it's that busy though. Last time I went in, it was midday.
Yeah.
It's so
if you can
brutal
get
because
like
there's
midday
some
on a
people that
weekday
come.
and it's like kind of cold, but like not unbearable cold. Best because no one's there, and also the animals are like active. We went like early December, I think, one time, or late November. It wasn't like this last year. It wasn't like super cold yet, right? But it was like you're wearing a jacket and maybe a hat kind of thing.
It's actually
the lions were going crazy. They were just like ripping around. It was so cool to see because they were like super active. Same with the gorillas. They were like all inside.
Yeah, when it's so hot midday, they're just all like crashed out. They're just like
same
in shade. Yeah, no, it's tough to walk around. It's a lot of walking.
Yeah,
it's like kilometers.
Yeah,
I think I put like 8 kilometers walking there last time, something like that.
You got me thinking.
Yeah,
what are my steps from yesterday?
No, last time I went in, it was really busy. It was brutal because people would just cut in front of me.
Oh my
god!
God.
I'm standing by standing in front of the glass, and like they literally pushed me out of the way so that 4 or 5 of them could see. And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You're a grown adult. What are you doing?"
Yeah, that's the frustrating. That's the most frustrating.
If it's a kid, go ahead. Like I'll love it. Like it's funny.
And they're like super. They're just like blind. Like they run around. Like they could just run right into you. They're not paying attention to shit. They're just like, this is, and then you add 7 million people there.
Oh yeah,
16,000 steps yesterday. That's not bad. That's not 16, crazy.
16,000?
Yeah,
it's
not like
a lot of steps.
Is it?
16,000 steps is like 16 kilometers walked.
Is it? I got short legs.
That's a lot. Okay, even if it's like 12 kilometers walked, that's a lot of steps.
Yeah, my average day is like 8.
Which is still like
8 to 10.
You want 10,000 a day. Yeah, that's a lot. But you do dog walks.
Yeah, a lot of dog walking.
And Ella, do you walk your kid? Is that a thing?
No, only with a dog. Not really.
So I took a client out, and well, this was like last year, actually exactly a year ago. And we walked through this property in the Christie Pitts area. Beautiful home, fixer upper, 3 stories, semi-detached, awesome, just like a great property. And we walk in there, and so there's 3 bedrooms on the 2nd floor, 2 on the 3rd floor. It's a huge home, right? Giant. So we're walking on the 2nd floor, and there's a room in the back, and it's like kind of set up as an office / has like a outline of a kitchen, like counters, but like old,
like roughed in, like maybe somewhere.
Like, yeah, I don't know what it was used for. So I was like, oh, you can put a washing machine here, and then also like make this the nursery. And he's like, so Simon was there too, and they both look at me and they're like, that is the fucking stupidest idea. I'm like, what? And they're like, you're gonna put like where the baby sleeps beside the washing machine? And I was like, no, that's not what I meant. First of all, I meant like if you needed to change the baby. I don't know how babies work. Like you put it in this room and do it in that room.
I thought you were gonna say you put it in the washing.
That's so now every time I talk to that client, which is, somewhat frequently, that's the main joke is so he asked so he was like, we had our Elevate event here, right? And I was like, oh, you bring the baby's coming? He's like, yeah, he's coming, it's great. And I was like, great, we have a dishwasher. It's not the same as a washing machine, but you can wash your baby in the dishwasher.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what it
that's not things that happen. That made me think of a house I saw recently this weekend, actually. It's always really exciting and interesting to see what people do with the 3rd story. Because it can be so different in different, like some people will just be like, stair comes up in the middle, bedroom, I got lots of kids, boom, boom. Or it's a rental, I want more bedrooms, no problem. Or they're like, this is the gotta say primary suite now. This is the primary suite, and it's completely gangster.
Giant.
And you build the walkout deck off of your bedroom. The one I saw this weekend was very, I want to say Euro, very open, very, love thy neighbor and thy spouse, I suppose. The bathroom was just very built in to the space. Open concept bathroom, if you will. But it was actually really cool because it was obviously the whole length front to back of the house. So they've got this like front window, which sometimes is a little awkward having your front window of your house also with your bedroom space, like your primary bedroom. I don't know why I say it like a fucking douchebag. Anyways.
You can just say master suite.
Oh,
it's fine.
Canceled. So they built this like false wall to put your bed against, and all behind it they had like a his and hers like walk-in closet with half the space, which was super cool. And then they also had like a makeup desk semi-open. They had like a Peloton in the room, like half a workout space, and then this giant glass wall into your like tub shower space. The giant glass wall, standing tub, shower, all kind of like open. And then toilet off in like a little closet kind of thing in the corner. That's the only thing that actually had a door on it, thank God. But then also like it was the corner of the house. So you also have like tons of window in your shower. No tint, no nothing.
Oh.
Neighbor's window, and they're like the neighbor's walkout deck was like right there.
What the heck?
Just tint the fucking windows. Anyway, it was a cool space. That's all.
Like
I was
nicely renovated, or
yeah, it was really nice.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was. I just like the idea of the wall that you can kind of walk around both sides to kind of like the false wall for the bedroom, and then the double walk around.
Yeah, those are awesome.
The whole like when you do the whole top floor as like the primary master space is like really cool.
Speaking of deals, did you see the property I sent you in Lorne Park?
Lorne Park?
Lorne Park.
Dude, when did you send me this?
Last like Friday maybe.
What house?
The $10 million one.
Oh yeah, yes.
That was nice.
Yes.
Oh.
It felt like you got to host like a ball there, or like 100%. A cotillion, or like one of those
all
like
white, like
yeah, with the double stairwell coming down.
Yeah. Welcome to my home.
The Great Gatsby, like just overlooking. Yeah. That's what it's exactly.
That was the Gatsby. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what you would do in a house that big. Like, what do you do in a space that? I mean, whatever the fuck you want, really.
What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm never leaving. First of all.
Yeah.
I'll have a room for the butler. You know. And then
that's what laneway houses are for. I mean, you don't have a laneway on that house. That's what garden suites. That's what you wouldn't even call it a garden suite. I think you call that
another house.
I think it's just a guest house.
The guest house, yeah. That's above our pay grade right now.
Not for long. Working on it, getting that selling sunset life.
Yeah, you see the last few videos I posted.
Them fancy deals.
Yeah,
deals.
Yeah,
deal of the week.
They're just so good, though. They get swooped up pretty quick. I make the video, and I'm like, this is a great deal. And then, like, 3 days later, I'm like, and they're gone.
Hey, one of them's still available. I think. The first one?
Is it still
the one that had some internal conflict?
Internal conflict?
That multiple people liked around this building?
Oh, technically it is, yeah. Still. Yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah, that wasn't the first one I did. No. Was it? Oh, it was, maybe. I'm dehydrated today. I didn't drink enough water.
What did you do this weekend? Anything?
What did I do this weekend? Yes. I did. I went to ROM after dark.
Oh, yeah.
Those things are trippy. So much fun. You just go and drink.
Yeah. And
walk around the ROM. And, the video. So it was Indigenous night. I don't want to be. Is that a slur? No.
What? No. I don't
Indigenous.
Think so. No.
I don't. Okay, so it was Native Canadian Americans night.
Okay.
So
what did they call it?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I was drinking. Here's the whole story, right? So I have a showing with a client at around 5. So I show 2 properties, finish it at around 6, get back to my place around 6:30. Right? Do a little bit of paperwork quickly because I have the event that I have to go to, and girlfriend had dinner ready. Opened a bottle of wine. Great. I drink 80% of the bottle because that's just, I don't know. Wine, especially white wine, it just goes. It's just like, I'm drinking.
It's juice.
I drink,
grape juice.
It's juice. It's amazing. And then I drink a bottle. I'm like,
what's next? And I'm drunk.
Yeah. So anyways, we do that. I can drink a bottle and be like, fine. I'm not like, but like I'm drunk. I'm like pretty buzzed. So we have Subway down. It's like a 25-minute Subway. We get there, get outside, go inside. And my whole motto for that night was, don't drink too much. Just enjoy it. Right.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. We just bought a bunch of drinks. And it's just so much like you get in there and you're like,
it's a vibe.
First of all, I'm in the ROM. Like I love it.
It's quite the
Second
vibe.
of all, dinosaurs with drinks.
And they got good little snacks too.
Lots of
their
snacks
food
everywhere.
Quite good.
Well, we just ate, so we didn't have any, but it was a good time. And yeah, so that I did that and trying to do everyone that pops up this summer at least, because there's so much like it's a thing to do.
Do they still do them like every Friday night, or it's
no,
frequent
it's
now?
once a month, I think, or once every couple months. Like it's not frequent.
It used to be
enough,
like all the time.
opinion. It wasn't that busy.
No, it's fallen off.
I don't know.
It's not the
It
hot
could have
thing
been the
anymore.
event of like that they were having.
Also,
right? Like,
long weekend. People are
long
probably out of
weekend.
town.
Yeah. It was great. Like one of the first performer that was there, unbelievable. Like so they do throat singing.
Oh, that
And
shit sounds crazy.
was
What a weird
so-
and like impressive skill.
Oh, it was amazing, and she was so talented, and she had a band out there that was amazing. Like they were just rocking it, and then she did some like a lot of classical songs, and then she did some like rock song. I can't remember what it was. We Will Rock. No, it was one of those like everyone knows the song.
It. Yeah.
And she did throat singing on like the guitar solo parts, and it was sick. Like I got chills right now. So she started this off by saying, when the white people came here, a lot of them were scared of throat singing. They thought it was like demons or something. And then she's like, "Is this scary?" And she did it, and it was like great, right? And everybody's like, "Oh, wow, this is amazing." So then the night goes on, and we go up. We're walking around, a couple more drinks, come back. So the last performer's performing, right? The different lady. This is what she said. She goes, "I wrote this song." So where we're from, the Inuits, there's a lot of ice. So to protect the kids, we make up stories of the ice monsters that they're gonna grab your kids. So don't go too close to the ice because the ice monster is gonna get you. And then she's like, "This is the song I wrote." And then she proceeds to just go like, and I was like, "God!" I was like, "Holy crap!" She's like, and I was like, "Oh my!" And she has claws on.
Yeah.
So she's doing this whole performance, right? It was great. But I was like, "Oh yeah." Imagine the white settlers coming here and hearing that, and they're like, "Holy shit!
This land has already been settled by demons.
The demons.
We're out of here."
Yeah, 100%. I don't want to be offensive to anybody's culture.
No, but
it was
a good home defense move.
Oh yeah,
Just scare the shit out of everyone that's coming by.
and that's what they do, right? The Germans did that with all their fairy tales, right? Like what was it? Hansel and Gretel? That's
the Krampus, I think, is German.
the Krampus.
Santa Claus, but like demon Santa Claus.
Oh,
There's like a horror movie about that. I think I never
The Witch
actually saw it.
is
Like
Big
the-
Bad Wolf, I think. The Germans were just pretty messed up too, eh?
I mean,
Everybody.
historically speaking, made some poor choices.
Anyways, yo, did you hear? So it was Victoria Day. Did you see all the kids shooting
fireworks?
police
Beep, beep.
officers with fireworks?
They're fucking lucky that this is Canada. Like that.
Oh yeah,
That's such a dumb fucking thing
That's
to
like-
do.
that's like pretty
don't
much a death
understand-
sentence in any other country.
What?
Maybe not like Sweden.
This happened like in the city.
That happened at
right?
Christie Pitts. Like,
And they
not,
just
like,
shot-
just around the corner.
Like cops with like
Fireworks.
Roman
Yeah,
why? In what world? I mean, we used to shoot each other with Roman candles because Newmarket, but like,
no, I was shot by one before by
Oh.
kids in Christie Pitts.
I was
when I was a kid.
It's that area.
I think it's that area.
There's
yeah.
something going on there. That's what a fucking terrible decision. So who got arrested? All of them?
Probably
Some of them?
nobody.
No, obviously no.
There's just a group of police officers getting shot at.
Must have the riot shields. Just
Yeah,
then it's a game.
yeah. Then it's that. Then you're aiming for something. I don't know.
These youths.
Yeah, the waste youths.
Oh God, dang. That's a very aggressive and very. I just can't comprehend. Ugh,
Yeah,
them fireworks.
yeah.
It's been a while since I've like actually like seen good fireworks.
I was
feel
driving
like-
back from Hamilton yesterday.
My
And-
condolences. Joking. It's a great place. It's a bustling, growing community.
Okay, rant on Hamilton.
Oh,
It's starting.
boy.
I believe that Hamilton is the city that Canada has lost. And I'm saying that because it is gorgeous. If you go to Hamilton,
oh my God, yeah.
The architecture, amazing. It's beautiful. The scenery around the city, minus this
They got a mountain
steel factory, but
and they got all sorts of.
Not really.
They got a hill.
They got a hill. They got a big hill, and they have, I believe, the most waterfalls. In maybe Canada.
Really cool
whatever
trails.
it is.
So many cool
nice.
venues in that pocket with the water.
Restaurants, really great restaurants. The location of it is perfect. It's, I would argue, a better location than Toronto geographically. It's closer to the States by an hour. Mm-hmm. It's closer to London. It's it's slightly closer to London. It's closer to Waterloo. It's closer to Niagara. And east, I mean, I guess Toronto's closer to Ottawa somewhat, but still pretty far. It's not in a bad location at all.
No, it's a great location.
The whole area there, the whole Bay Area there is a perfect strategic point. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand how it's been so left behind, because the neighborhood I was in was pretty. There was stores that were all closed down, graffiti everywhere, and it's a shame because the buildings are beautiful and everything there is so beautiful that it felt. And to be fair, I went on a holiday, so the city was probably pretty dead, right? Yeah. As most cities are during that time. But at the same time, I don't understand why this isn't rivaling, maybe not a Toronto, but a lot of the Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto. Hamilton should be there. Yeah. Hamilton should be right.
When you hear people talk about it, they almost talk about it in the same breath as Oshawa.
Oh yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of I mean, sometimes Toronto. But.
I mean, okay. To be fair, it's still more than an Oshawa.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying anything bad about Oshawa. But
Oshawa's great. What do you mean?
But whenever you're attached to Toronto, it's a little bit different. Mississauga has done the best job of really creating its own.
Hear about that divorce?
Oh yeah.
Mississauga and Brampton,
Mississauga and Caledon, technically.
Yeah.
Mississauga, Brampton, Caledon, Peel region is now
breaking up.
Yeah, breaking up. I think it's very smart for Mississauga because it is one of the biggest cities in Canada now. It has definitely outgrown that. Should be its own thing. It should be growing. Similar to what Toronto did many years ago, where Toronto used to be, York, North York, Etobicoke, Scarborough, Toronto. It was all different, and they all kind of came together. There was a lot of pros and cons of that though. There's a lot of cons to that as well, infrastructure wise. It wasn't really set up, especially voting wise. So here's the interesting thing: Toronto itself, the city, very liberal, right? All of the other boroughs very conservative.
Yeah.
So what do conservatives like? They like cars. They drive a lot, right? Because if you're in a suburb, you grew up needing a car.
Yep.
Where you grew up, did you need a car?
Oh yeah.
Where I grew up, I grew up in York.
I don't think I ever took transit, and I mean I still barely ever take transit. I think I took a Toronto bus for the first time a month and a half ago.
What?
Legitimately.
Oh my goodness.
The Viva. That's all I got. That was what we would do. In high school, we would take, and it's only because we were not drinking but didn't want to drive. So we would take we would take the Viva to Finch Station, and then take the subway to a concert or something. What a lot of people right?
Did. Yeah.
That's the most transit experience that I ever had. Otherwise, you're driving everywhere. You can't.
Yeah.
I couldn't even go to there's no fucking 7-Eleven, but I couldn't go to a convenience store without getting in the car.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
So that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
So the same with North York, same with Scarborough to an extent, Etobicoke. Yeah. Same with even York, where we're located right now. It is it's not that walkable. It's gotten walkable, and it is more walkable now. But this was a suburb back in the day. It was made as a driving suburb. So when we are voting on things that affect downtown Toronto,
right,
where you're not, it was never meant to drive, right? Downtown Toronto, and you know it when you're driving there, and you're like, holy crap, this is really not meant for all these cars, because it wasn't. It was literally horse and carriage and horses going around and people walking from and it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it is what it is now. So a lot of the policies that dictate this city's growth are from the suburbs now. So that's the danger of a collection of all these smaller cities coming in to build this one metropolis.
But yeah.
Right. So anyways, my whole point about Mississauga is it's been developed so, in my opinion, very properly. It's been a good design. It was designed around cars, which I don't believe in. I think that's a very bad way to design cities because, look at the European way. A lot of the major cities are all walkable. We talked about this before, 15-minute cities. It's just obvious. It's an obvious thought, especially nowadays. Why do you need to drive everywhere? It's just insane. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I think Mississauga is doing a really good job at creating its own culture of, go back 20 years. It was that city attached to Toronto.
Right.
Now Mississauga,
it's very much its own place.
It's its own place. I mean, I think more jobs will move there in the future, and it'll become a little bit bigger of a hub, a commercial hub. Right now, it's still most of the jobs, large majority of the jobs are in Toronto still. Yeah. But as it grows, I mean, this is a twin city type of atmosphere that's kind of happening here, right? You're gonna have at one point, 1.5 million people in Mississauga.
Yeah,
like it's gonna grow, and Toronto will be at like 3, let's say, whatever it is.
Are we there now? Or maybe that's
we're like 2 and some change, two and a bit, 2.5. And Mississauga is closer to 1, I believe, something like that.
Still, it's the next biggest city in the general vicinity.
Yeah,
right. I don't know how far. I'm not gonna make up numbers.
Very far,
but it's
there's nowhere close to that until Hamilton would be the next.
Back to Hamilton. So you hate Hamilton? Great.
No. I do not hate it. I do not hate it. Hamilton is like, to me, it's that diamond in the rough. It is like there's so much. If you put Hamilton and you put it on the East Coast and you were like Halifax, Hamilton, it would be beautiful. Mm-hmm. First of all, it would be huge. It'd be just as big as those cities, if not bigger. And a lot of the issues that comes with it now, because I think what Hamilton's running into is Toronto stole everything from them.
Yeah.
Right? Why work in Hamilton when you can make double in
only when Toronto is like no longer an option, kind of thing, or like you've worked your way down and now you're like Toronto, Mississauga. All right, I'll go to Hamilton. But like maybe that's not the case.
Well, no, largely for sure. I think that's definitely the case. But the people who live there is the bigger issue because there's been a brain drain from there as well. Right. Yes. That's the bigger. It's not really people going in; it's people moving out. And then all of a sudden, hey, you have all the people
I live
there
here,
moving.
So I might as well move to Toronto,
or
job
commute to Toronto, and so I think that's what's happened, and that's why Toronto's been so. The growth has been tremendous, and Hamilton's kind of lagging. There's a lot of pros of Hamilton: great school, great hospital, and then like everything else we talked about. It has the culture, it has the history.
Some of the homes are very cool. Like they have it's the
beautiful.
same era. Like there's some crazy you see it's
like old
cool 100-year-old old Toronto homes that have been like converted and modernized and like retrofit to current standards that are fucking stunning.
Beautiful.
And you can get the same home for like a quarter of the price. I mean a third, I don't know, low.
Half.
And then start to do your retrofit, but it's just not the same. Like it's not the same market, the same buyer pool out there, I guess.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
The homes are absolutely stunning. A lot of them.
Yeah.
And you get mountains and waterfalls and cool things. But don't go to Hamilton because we want to sell you Toronto homes.
I'd be willing to bet that Hamilton's the next city that pops up because
I think that's been on a lot of investors' radars for a lot of years.
Yeah, and I don't know, and I'm not saying that I want to invest there or anything. I mean, my biggest argument always has been why invest anywhere else when Toronto's the GOAT. Like Toronto is the best of the best. Compare it to Vancouver and Montreal if you want, but it's better. I like Montreal. Mm-hmm. I think it's fine. I'm gonna visit Vancouver in a week. I'll let you know how it is.
Oh shit! For the UFC thing.
Yeah.
Nice. I forgot that came up
in 2 weeks
soon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, have fun. It's exciting.
I will.
I keep getting notifications now. Some guys trying to send me some more hammer.
Oh.
Gotta go check that out.
Oh. Want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's been 30.
Yeah, I think so.
It's good to edit.
All right. Sounds good. Hamilton.